Hello, Canucks fans. Welcome back to another episode of the Canucks Insider Podcast. My name is Chris Faber here in beautiful Penticton. It is a little windy. Olivia McDonald's here with me, ringside reporter. We've got some great interviews and some good topics to get into as well because scrimmage just wrapped up and it was a lot of fun to kind of just see the guys here kind of put an end, I guess, on the weekend, really.
Yeah, you know what? It is windy. It's a little smoky, but we've been so lucky with the weather. So excited to take on all the weather elements that we've got here in Penticton. You know what? The blue and white scrimmage is always an exciting day. It's fun for the fans. I think it's fun for the team. The guys kind of talked about afterwards just how nice it is for them to kind of get out there, get some team bonding, and it's game format. They're right back into it. Braden Coots talked to us as well. He said that at first, day one, it's kind of a lot. It's a little surreal with a lot of those NHL guys, but instantly they just felt like teammates. Him out there with Sherwood, with Baines, he said a lot of those guys kind of took him under his wing, even DeBrusque and Besser, and he's feeling like a natural now, and he looked good today, don't you think?
I thought so, too. And you know what? He came up in conversation with our first guest, Patrik Allvin, I should mention, is going to join us. He's our first guest, and then we'll be followed by Max Sasson joining us. Okay. That's the second one. So we talked about Coots a little bit. You know what? Let's get right into our interviews. Scrimmage was a lot of fun, but these guys have some big interviews, so let's dive right into it. And it's windy, Liv, so let's go right into our interviews. Joining us now is Patrik Allvin. He's our first guest on the pod, and he will be followed by Max Sasson. And joining us now on the Canucks Insider Podcast, Patrik Allvin back on the pod. Patrik, we were just talking about how beautiful is this?
Oh, it's amazing. We're so fortunate to be up here in Penticton. The people here in Penticton and all the fans are treating the players and the staff really, really well. And the turnout today here for the scrimmage was amazing, too.
I see you're signing autographs. You got fans all coming here to watch you.
That's great. I would love to give back to the fans. It means a lot for us to start up here, and the players really enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. How have you kind of viewed this training camp so far? We're kind of at the point of just wrapping it up here following the scrimmage. Adam Foote's first kind of getting a chance to run this training camp here. What do you think and how he's done this week?
I think the pace has been really good. We've got a lot of internal competition here, some tough decisions to be made. Very happy with the young players getting a taste of it here. I think Coots have played really well. Mm-hmm. I think the understanding how we want to play fast and implementing some of the system stuff has been really good. Adam's coaching staff has been on top and prepared, and the interaction between the Vancouver coaching staff and Abbotsford coaching staff has been great, and happy to see everybody healthy too.
Yeah, you bring up Braden Coots there, and I find he's one that I find so interesting because this is the first time he's skating on a line with NHL guys, and it's the first time to really understand what the pace is like, what it's like to make passes to these guys, what it's like to take passes and just skate with NHLers. How big is that for a guy at his age, 18 years old, just getting a chance to experience that here?
Yeah, no, it's great. I mean, probably the first couple of days overwhelming. You might have a little bit too much respect for some of the older guys, but he's a sponge. He's just taking everything in and enjoying every day here. So he definitely earned another day, and we're definitely excited about him. And I thought his line here with Sherwood and Baines had a lot of speed and moving the puck really well.
He was one of the pieces of business this summer, drafting him. How do you kind of look back at your summer of work? How would you describe it?
You know what? It was fun to be part of Abbotsford and watching the games there. When you're not making the playoffs, the summer gets long, and that's something you don't want to have. So it was busy. We had the preparation for the draft, free agency development camp, and then it never ends. It feels like we got the coaching staff in early. We wanted to make sure we were ready and prepared, and I was happy. The weather in Vancouver was terrific. So we stayed most of the time in Vancouver.
Yeah, that's good. Did you get back to Sweden at all in the summer?
I was back for 2 weeks, so it was nice to see my family back in Sweden.
I think I have to ask everyone who's Swedish who comes on the show, kebab pizza? Did you get back and have some of that? Because all the guys are going crazy.
I did have I did have it once, kebab.
As the coaching staff came together here, what did you like when you first kind of saw them all together in one room and start to do these meetings? What did you like about the coaching staff the most?
Well, they have different backgrounds, very intelligent. The way they communicate, the way they see the game, the way they interact, the respect level, and I think they bring a lot of value to Adam, and I like the mix of them as well there. So Adam did a really good job here going through the process with myself interviewing the candidates, and very pleased with Kevin Dean, Brett McLean, and Scott Young on the staff.
Yeah, it feels like a good mix of guys, and obviously with Footy moving into this role, he had to be comfortable with these guys. And I guess that was probably a big part of you, just telling him, like, to understand building that staff, you have to have a great relationship with your assistants. And that's kind of what he developed through the summer, because I don't think he knew them that well kind of going into this.
Yeah, no, and I think that was another strength by Footer here, too, to, realize the strengths and weaknesses of yourself, and what you need and what the team need, and understanding of how we want to play and what we're going to do. So very pleased with that.
Yeah, and you've talked about the strength of this team being in net, obviously with Thatcher Demko, Kevin Lankinen. It's a great pairing. You talked about it being one of the best in the NHL. This season especially, like having a condensed schedule, you can't have a goalie that's just going to play 60, 70 games for it. Just doesn't happen in the NHL, and especially this year. How good do you feel about that duo? And I feel like I was joking with Kevin about this, but like Marco Terenius must be a really happy man in the organization with everything that he's got going on.
Yeah, no, and then the same goes to Ian Clark, is a big part of our scouting staff and working with the goalies, and we even saw it here today. Tolopilo and Tai Young were very fortunate with the younger goalies. Medvedev got a taste of the camp here, but I mean, and healthy Demko is a top goalie in the league, and great to see both him and Lanks competing here. So that definitely is a strength of our team.
And your top line center, Elias Pettersson, you guys are pretty happy with his summer work here. Can you describe what the relationship was like throughout the summer and how you feel about him coming in this year?
I think that there is a trust level between him and Adam. I think Elias has been excellent here. Implementing what Footer wants to do, first in line, pushing the pace, dragging the other guys with him. I thought I'm not surprised that his team won it here today. I mean, they've been flying. The white team here, they've been flying for the first couple of days, and very happy for Elias. He looks strong, confident, and he moves really well.
What about Filipino? What are your expectations for him this year? I mean, he's still a young guy and still figuring out this league, but he's got some real skill, some real speed, and kind of a different style of play than we've seen from some Canucks. So he's a different type of player in the lineup. What's your expectation this year?
No, my expectations is for all of them to be able, as an individual, taking another step in order for our team to get better. And with his size and his ability to carry the puck through the middle and his speed, he's going to be a valuable piece for us. I thought he looked good together with Kane here as well.
Yeah, interesting. I did want to bring up some of these young guys. I thought of like Ty Mueller. I thought of Kirill Kudryavtsev, guys who played their first year of pro last year. Tom Villander and now Vilmer Ulrichsen, a couple guys doing that this year. Felt like there was a lot of success for Ty Mueller, Kirill Kudryavtsev, these guys who come into pro hockey. I mean, they don't know exactly what they're running into here when you get into that first season. How was it so successful for those two guys, and how do you continue that with this new crop of guys who are making their first year in pro?
Well, I think, again, first of all, credit to the amateur scouts led by Todd Harvey here, finding those players. I mean, the next step is obviously Michael Samuelson and Mike Komisarek is working with those guys and integrating them into the Canucks system and how we want to play and what kind of roles they're going to have. And the credit to Abbotsford and his staff too. You get those young, driven guys, and they grow together. They figuring out how to be a pro and the way you got to do things on and off the ice every day. And I think it's just going to continue to thrive. More young guys in Abbotsford that they want to have a taste. They want to come up. They want to play together. And I think that's important for the culture here in our organization.
It's interesting to watch how things build in Abbotsford, and I'm wondering, like, how much do you take from Abbotsford to bring to the NHL level, or is it the opposite? You kind of bring the NHL down to the AHL? Like, how do you kind of bring that culture? Because it was incredible to watch what that AHL team was able to do this past year.
Yeah, and I think credit to the players too. We making sure our staff do their due diligence, and I mean, character is a big part of being a Canuck, and finding those guys that have the internal drive and the internal competition, and they want to be better and they want to push each other. So, I mean, the culture is, as I said, it's a process building it up to what it takes to play for Vancouver, and part of it is going through Abbotsford, and part of it is trusting Henrik and Danny Sedin and Michael Samuelsson and Komisarek when they talking and preaching different things and working with them. So I definitely believe that culture is starting to pay out here. We're never satisfied. We'll continue to work with those young guys.
Yeah, and it takes a while, right? You're not just going to, even if you have the perfect guys in the perfect role, like I think that takes a while to kind of build. I think that's what we're seeing in Abbotsford. Like that's what it feels like the last few years. And obviously Calder Cup's going to help. Like winning makes everything better, of course.
Yeah, and I think a part of development is winning. You learn how to play through some your pain, and you're learning to play full buildings and traveling and different and playing games, meaningful games in May and June, and that's what you want to thrive for. And I think the other part here is I think the players have a lot of respect for each other. They're happy to see their friends getting called up. They're happy to see guys having success at the next level. They want to be up there as well.
Yeah. I did want to ask about Brock Boeser, get the extension as well. Kind of, came out of nowhere, it felt like at that point, and now he's back. He's back to being in a Vancouver Canucks jersey. A lot of fans are really happy to get him for 7 more years. Can you walk me through how that all worked with Brock on that day and how we're here now with Brock back here with the Canucks?
I mean, we said it all along. Like, we will continue to have discussions. I mean, Brock, to me, I think there is another level. I've been really impressed with Brock here. I think he got jump in his skating. Like, him and Petey together looks really good. I think Brock came in really good shape. He looks good. The interesting part, I said it too, like, a guy like Brock Boeser earned his way to become a free agent or UFA, and we wanted to find a way to keep him, and obviously we worked together with his agent Ben Hankerson there, and obviously very, very happy when I got the call from Brock that he wanted to stay and accepted the contract, and happy for Brock and happy for Canucks.
Yeah, it's funny. He worked his way there. He wasn't there for long. Nice to be back in the Vancouver jersey. Yeah. Patrik, what's next steps for you now that we're kind of wrapping up here and obviously scrimmage, and then we're right into preseason?
Yeah, no, exactly. We got a game tomorrow in Seattle, so we got some guys practicing here, and the playing guys flying to Seattle for a 5:00 game there tomorrow. Meeting with the staff here, talking about some of the guys that we have to make decisions on, if we're going to continue to carry them on for next week, or if they're going to be assigned back to juniors by tomorrow here.
And looking back at last year, I'm curious from your perspective, what are you most proud of from last year?
Well, it's still early. What I'm most proud of from last year.
Yeah, just kind of looking back.
I mean, again, like you're going through life, adversity in life, and learning from that. And I think looking at the bigger picture, obviously with the success of Abbotsford, the improvements of or steps by some of the younger players, that's what I'm probably the most proud of.
Yeah. What are you excited with Vancouver fans this year? You got a good chance to know them now a little bit.
Yeah, the people in Vancouver and the whole British Columbia is phenomenal. Like they treat the team so well. They're cheering for the team, and the players really want to play for the fans. I think the players really appreciate and very thankful for being part of Vancouver and Vancouver Canucks in such a great city and part of the world.
I got to ask about away from hockey a little bit. You know, all I've been doing this summer is taking care of the baby. Yeah. What have you been doing aside from hockey? What keeps you busy?
You know what? I'm trying to be outside a lot. I try to play a lot of golf when I have time with my son, and also trying to keep up with Jim Rutherford's golf game is his best as ever.
Really?
He's really good. But No, just spending time with my family is important in the off season to hang around more with them, my 2 kids and my wife there. So I really enjoy being in Vancouver.
Yeah, and I know, like, kind of becoming a Vancouverite, right? Like, you get some summers now. What have you just enjoyed about the city? Just kind of spending a summers now.
I mean, I'm still amazed by the sunsets. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just beautiful down there at the beach, and go down there running in the evening and just walking around. There is so many different parts of Vancouver that is just gorgeous. My kids challenged me to do the gross grind early in the summer, so we did that. No, I mean, again, like, we're very fortunate to have met a lot of people outside the rink, and through my kids and their families. So just having a good time with people. It's great.
Absolutely. Well, Patrick, we're excited for the season. Just a few weeks away here, so we're
Yeah,
excited to get going for real. But it's been an awesome weekend out here. In
Unbelievable.
So appreciate you jumping on the podcast again, and I'm sure we'll do this again down the road. But thanks for taking the time.
Absolutely. Great to be here. Thanks.
And joining us now on the Canucks Insider Podcast, Max Sasson. Welcome back to the pod, Max.
Thanks. Good to be back.
Yeah, not a very long summer for you, eh? A little pretty quick off season, but for the best reasons, I'd have to say.
Yeah, it was definitely quick, but I mean, I think we're all pumped up to be back here in Penticton and starting up the season.
Yeah, talk me through this the playoff run. Had to be like an experience like you've never had in hockey.
Yeah, I mean, it was really fun. The whole thing, playing in such crucial games and big moments, I just think helped, everyone's development. Some of the stuff that would happen in those games and the high pressure situations, you really can't replicate in summer reps. So I just think it helped us all grow, and that whole run was just so fun. And finally, when we got to the end and we won, it was like, who's next? But it was Owen. So it was awesome. Just one of the best experiences of my hockey career.
The craziest one to me, and I talked to Manny about this when he was on the pod, was like that Game 5 in Abbotsford. A couple of bad bounces, and then like you guys go off and win it. Like, what a run of emotions in like 48 hours for you guys in that situation.
Yeah, I remember after the game, Manny said something to the effect of, it would have been storybook, but we're not a storybook team. So we were kind of running with that going into that Game 6. Unfortunate bounce. I thought we played really well in that game, and it would have been really cool to win it on home ice. But, at the end of the day, that's so us from last year, just being down 2 goals in the second period, no quit. And then we find a way to get it done, and, the celebration was on.
How much fun was that? Because, like, man, the Abbotsford party, like, everyone was having a blast. And just, like, watching some of you guys have your day with the cup, like, finally letting loose.
Yeah.
You guys won the damn cup. You get to celebrate. How much fun did you have this summer just doing that?
Oh, it was so fun. Those days after with the team, and getting back to Abbotsford with the cup and having that rink sold out and all the chants and the speeches. It was awesome, and reminiscing on all the good stories throughout the year, throughout the playoffs, and then getting home and Chase sending a text in our group chat saying who wants the cup, and I think I was about to be the first. 10 seconds later, I was like, please me.
Yeah.
So bringing that home, and my friends, my family, pretty much everyone that I have in the area that I texted to come over and celebrate and drink a beer out of the cup. So. Yeah. It was awesome.
That's awesome. You mentioned Chase there, and I did want to bring him up just like because obviously a championship team. I want to hear about like the captain and what it was like for him to actually, because I feel he's pretty serious most of the time I'm dealing with him. What was it like for him to celebrate a little bit? You guys must have loved that part of him.
Yeah, I mean, when you think like Abbotsford Canucks hockey, I think everyone should think of Chase. He's been such a crucial part and such a good player and person for the whole organization, and a guy that we can all look up to. And to see him hold up the cup, it honestly brought some tears, I think, to guys' eyes, just knowing how bad that he wanted this and what it means for him to be the captain and to celebrate it with the team. It was, I think I talked last time on the pod. Everyone can't probably say enough good things about the guy.
Yeah. For yourself in developing, obviously you get into 29 NHL games last year for you, so a pretty good run at that level. Obviously the AHL is a good spot to develop too. I'm curious how you developed in the NHL, just like getting some experience and playing those games. What do you learn about that league when you're actually in there for those games?
Yeah, I learn what can make me successful at that level, and what kind of maybe some of the reasons that, I went back to Abbotsford. So I think a big part of it is the D are especially good at closing time and space, and really smart players, and they make it hard on you. And I think learning how to hold on to pucks, and it's a little different game than the NHL or than the AHL, my bad. Learning what made me successful, using my speed, and how I could get better in the summer with holding on to pucks in corners, and then from a mental side, rising to the occasion, how to learn with that pressure of you're in the NHL, you're playing in front of 20,000 fans every night. Everyone's watching. Mentally, I thought I grew a lot of embracing that pressure and wanting the puck and wanting to be on the ice, and then from the other side, the hockey side, learning what made me successful.
Yeah. No, it's interesting because I remember talking to you after you first played your first NHL game, and you're just like, you're in that moment, you're so excited, but I feel like 25, almost 30 games in for yourself, you're like, damn, it's got to be a way different feeling from that first game, just having so much excitement. Now there's got to be a level well, this is what I got to do because I want to stay here.
Yeah. I mean, it's a pretty easy sell. It's the best league in the world. We've all been dreaming of it since we were kids, and it's also a different format of games where it's every other night. And in the AHL, you have a week to prepare for the 2 games. So learn how to manage your body and recover, and mentally kind of shutting it off on those off days that you get, and then being ready every single night to try to help the team.
What can you say about we talked about the Calder Cup a decent amount, but I should have asked just about those crowds, man, because I love hearing you guys talk about it because I was there for all those home games. Yeah. What a rink! I remember having the hair, and you guys are actually playing these games, but I'm I'm up in the crowd with these people watching the towels go. You guys take the ice. How incredible was that to experience as a player?
Yeah, I mean, I'm getting chills just thinking about it right now. All the chants, and I remember going into the locker room in that Game 5 for overtime, and we want the cup, which is always fun no matter what round. But when the cup's actually in the building, I think it's an even different feeling. And I remember in the overtime that Game 5, it felt like we could touch the puck in the D zone, and the crowd's that rink was ready to blow off, and we feeded off that. I think our playoff record at home must have been pretty darn good. So those fans are unbelievable. They showed up for the parade too, and just everywhere we went around town those days after following, I mean, you could really feel how happy and how pumped up people were and proud of something.
Yeah, with such a short summer though, what was your summer like? It feels like it was just a month or 2 ago we were at the Abbey Center. But what was your summer like? What did you get up to?
So obviously, I had couldn't take too much time off. I mean, all my the other guys had already been started to train, so I took a couple weeks off the ice and went up north, Michigan, Traverse City, Bay Harbor. If those of you don't know, look it up. It's a really nice place. Okay. Went to Chicago to see my brother, which I hadn't done, and he's loving it out there. We had a really good time. Spent a bunch of time with my family, my friends, and really just enjoyed it, and started to gear up for this season.
Yeah, give me one of the highlight days then. What's one day that sticks out for you that was just the best in the summer?
It might be a cliche answer, but it's got to be the day with the Calder Cup.
Yeah.
Just seeing all my buddies, and then even my dad's buddies, just how excited and how proud they were to be there, and to know me. It was really special and touching that how many people showed up, and how cool it was for all of them to see the cup. I mean, it's a pretty cool looking trophy.
Yeah, for sure. I remember I've met a lot of your guys' parents on the team and stuff, and I would see where they were sitting in the crowd. It was the coolest thing to watch when you guys score, or really anybody score, but specifically when you scored, looking at your parents. It's just such a cool feeling. It's awesome.
It's so awesome. I used to give my dad some crap about it, but honestly, I mean, he's just a super proud father, and my mom proud, and my stepmom, all of them. Just watching me on the ice in front of these big crowds, I can't imagine that feeling.
Yeah. You know what? We should talk about training camp. We're here at training camp. How's camp gone for you so far, Max?
Oh, it's good. It's super high tempo. A lot of rush attacks, which I think is a little different than past years. So we want to be a better rush team. So we're learning the routes and a big center lane drive team this year, and I really think it's good for my game. We're trying to get up and down the ice, which we've been doing the last couple days here. So it's been fun, and we always love coming here. I think Garley said it actually, that coming on the road for your training camp is pretty nice, because you get to go out to dinners with the guys and walk back. Like, you just get time with them that you don't usually get at home.
Yeah, it's absolutely incredible here. It's windy here.
Yeah,
as well.
a little windy.
We're working our way
but it's a
through
nice breeze.
Yeah, it is nice. I've told you a couple of these other days out here was not catching the breeze, but it was straight sun. I guess, kind of like looking forward to your season now. Like, I don't know if you set expectations for yourself, or maybe just what you expect of yourself this year. Like, now that you've had a couple years in pro and you've got to experience a lot, play some NHL games, how do you look forward to this year, and what excites you, I guess, about this next year of your career?
I did some reflecting this summer on, my past year, and, I just want to build on that. So I played 29 games, and, obviously the goal coming to this camp is to make a hockey team. So, and you know what, I personally, I do, I've done everything I think I can to put myself in a good position, and, coming into year 3 with some games under my belt, I don't know if I set expectations, but I want to be the best I can every single day, and show the coaches and the management that I deserve spots. So.
Yeah. Well, for a guy like you, this preseason, this must be massive for you as well, right?
Yeah, it's huge. I actually went to a Lions preseason game, and no one's really paying attention, but I know those guys. I know those guys on the field.
Yeah.
I'm watching. Like, this is for their job. So.
Yeah.
Same thing with us. Every preseason game, every single time you step on the ice, it's a chance to make an impression.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about your Lions this year?
Oh, you know what? It'll be a big test on Monday night versus the Ravens. But I feel pretty good. We just got to get in the playoffs, and I think we can make some noise.
Yeah, I had to get a Gibbs jersey last year because
did you?
He helped big time.
Yeah, and then he switched his number.
I know. So I'm sitting here with the 26.
But that's kind of cool, because then in a couple of years, when everyone thinks of him as 0, you have the OG jersey.
Yeah, no, exactly. And he had a hell of a year for me and my fantasy team, and I'm like, I got to get the
jersey.
You
got to show some respect.
Right?
Yep.
Yeah, so that was pretty cool. Max, appreciate you jumping on here, man. I know that the season's coming up. We got a lot of big action here in the preseason, but season's just around the corner. It's an exciting year, and we're excited to have you be part of the organization, and probably help on the pod again at some point.
All right, perfect.
So, awesome. Thanks, Max. Yeah.